He wasn't
Bro,
happy.
look how sad she looked, bro.
This is what he wanted out of anything. I wasn't ready. This is what he really wanted.
Yo. Welcome back to the room. We're back at another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to Playboi Carti is Disgusting by Fantano. Before we get into this video, make sure to sub, like the video, and comment if you feel like it. Let's get straight into the video.
Hi everyone, Wathany Gross Tano here, and it's time to take a second, a minute, a moment to talk about Playboi Carti. Rapper, songwriter extraordinaire, one of the hottest and most relevant and most in-demand artists at the moment. Someone who
Go ahead and sub before I do something I don't want to.
shine is so bright and intense right now. Even a handful of mixed reviews and reactions to his latest LP, Music, have not really been enough to slow this man's popularity and momentum. And as someone who has been very on the fence with a lot of his...
Bro, Carti has the most cold, people around him out of any artist, and you cannot prove me wrong, bro. Say I'm lying. Say Carti don't got the most cult fan base. Like, he could do whatever. He could kill. They still rock with him.
His recent output. It's just been crazy to see the magnetism around this man in the music industry, because not only is the support for him within his fandom seemingly undying, but the draw to him was obviously enough for artists like Kendrick Lamar to sink multiple features into his new album and even call the guy his evil twin. Even more recently, Carti did a live performance
Grown
where he
man
brought out
calling another
not
grown
only
man your
Kendrick,
evil
but
twin.
A$AP Rocky too, someone who he has a pretty, long-standing connections with. Now, this is all fine and well and good, but what I personally find to be disturbing and concerning is the continued deafening silence around stories like these, where it's been revealed that Carti is facing allegations and, I guess, charges over an assault that supposedly happened at the start of this month, October.
I know y'all heard about that too. That little assault he had with, what's her name?
October 2025 against his girlfriend and a limo driver, and allegedly Carti even threatened to shoot the driver. There's even dispatch audio around this ordeal that's leaked.
And that's something he do too. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably something he do too. Carti is not this angel everybody propels him to. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just being real. If you're a Carti fan, don't hate at me. I still love Carti.
In the wake of this story getting out there, it would be one thing if this was like a completely isolated incident that didn't make sense in the greater narrative or context of Carti's character. But Carti has in fact faced allegations like this before from his ex-girlfriend Brandy Marion. Many Carti fans may know this as the story of him putting hands on and...
So he has, okay, let me get this straight. He has multiple of these, right? But it's okay because he's Carti. He's so cool that he could just beat on whoever. Let him be Hey, lookism is a real thing though.
Choking his pregnant girlfriend at the time, which for months and months and months now, there has been police body cam footage of, her interacting with authorities, retelling the goings on, the altercation, everything, showing injuries at her back and her throat.
How did he attack you?
I'm standing there, and he just ran up on me and grabbed me by my neck. Pushed me down on the trees. I think I scraped my back.
Oh, so he was outside?
I can't
Yeah.
Can you change the address?
I couldn't see it, but it just hurt right now. And then I get up, tried to get into my car, and then had someone else come and pull me out of my car, covering my mouth when I pressed the
The other dude was a friend of
No,
his?
it was a woman.
Oh, the other woman?
And there was two dudes also.
What did he do?
I don't even want to mention what he does.
Why not?
Just because.
That's crazy. Like, she generally seems scared too.
Escalate. Because they always hold it against me, like, oh, you really want to ruin this person, like.
It's not holding it against you if he attacked you.
I know, but it's still like a part of me that's just like, this is my place, Dad. It's just hard.
Bro, look how genuinely scared she seems. Like, I don't know, bro. People will see this and will continue to glaze him. Like, I don't know, bro. And I feel like the fact that people do see that and continue to glaze is why he can continue to move like that.
Just like, yeah, I don't want to call the police. I don't want to have to make a police report because you are the father of my child, but I don't really know what to do. So, and they all, like, when I'm trying to call the police, they're like dragging me out of my car and covering my mouth, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do at that point.
He'll step out. He wants to take a picture with me.
A lot of the redness went down.
Oh, that's sad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, domestic abuse is never good.
Turn around for me. Yeah, they go down. And we have marks here. And just the back one more time. Just so
You have bruises on your back too? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Even more recently, there's actually been newly surfaced video of her talking about all of this at the station too.
And so other than pushing you down and choking you, and I know you said you couldn't breathe, were you gasping for air and were you asking him to let you go?
I was trying to, but I couldn't even. I was scared. At that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
Oh, wow.
Or I'm gonna pass out or something.
In an absolutely tough to watch, heartbreaking moment, she goes
that's what I'm
on to
saying.
describe
That is tough to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
being made to carry Carti's kid, even though she personally did not feel ready to do so.
So this time, when you found out you were expecting the baby, he wasn't
Bro,
happy.
look how sad she looked, bro. Like,
This is what he wanted out of anything. I wasn't ready, but this is what he really wanted.
So what's the problem?
I don't know. Just ever since I found out, it's been more aggressive. Just mean. Before I was pregnant, he would always, I don't know, he would treat me better than he treated me now, just knowing that any second, I could leave him and do whatever I wanted. But now that I'm pregnant, and this is what he told me. He's like, now that you're pregnant, you can't do that. So I feel.
now that you're pregnant, you can't do that, and starts treating her worse. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Carti.
I don't know why he feels like that, but it's like he can do whatever and say whatever because I'm pregnant and I have to depend on him.
Again, absolutely harrowing and frankly gut-wrenching stuff. And what feels so odd to me is just that there doesn't really seem to be much motion or discourse around these occurrences, around these stories, despite just how bad they are and how terrible they look. And I just don't really know why. It doesn't make sense. I mean,
It's because he's Carti. Carti can do whatever he wants because he's Carti. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I could do whatever I wanted to and niggas just on my dick, like, bro, I don't know, bro. It's like you went, bro. If you're never gonna get checked for anything you do, why would you do right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get where you're coming from. Actually, I don't. Carti's a weirdo.
I get that like cancel culture isn't like really a thing, and moral outrage over artists doing terrible things. It's maybe not as big a thing as it was at one time, or maybe like around the Me Too era. But by that same token, over the last 5 or 4 days on the internet, there's been more willingness and more virality around discussing things Tyler, the Creator, has done and said 10 years ago versus the things that Playboi Carti is being accused of doing right now. And again, it's perplexing. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, within the music publication industry, I can theorize that a lot of it has to do with the
Bro, and I'm not gonna lie, like, whenever Iggy said that he didn't make it to his child being born to play on the PlayStation, nobody cared at all. Nobody cared at all. So why would people care about this? You gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? put the two and two together.
Fact that there isn't really a whole lot of accountability going on within his audience,
There
and if
isn't.
these stories, bringing them to light, isn't going to cause his audience to think or do or say anything, change their listening habits or their point of view in any way, then maybe it's kind of pointless to talk about it. Maybe we don't want to piss his fan base off or potentially alienate them in terms of being able to, you know, engage them in other pieces of music discussion. But personally, I think that's a really shitty way to choose and editorialize around whether or not these stories should be discussed. You know, you talk about ongoing issues to the degree that you can based on the fact that they are ongoing, not based on whether or not you get the result or the outcome you want immediately after bringing them up for the first time. And also, I feel like in the past, and surely this is going to be a reaction people have to this video too, I'm obviously going to face accusations that, like, I just want Carti's career to be over because I don't like him and so on and so forth. When in reality, I would really just like for...
Bro, it seems like nowadays you just can't say anything about Carti, bro. You speak bad about him, his cult fan base is just gonna fry you. So you might as well just not even speak on him, bro. He can just say whatever and do whatever and nobody cares. That's Carti, man. But shit, he dropped good music every once in a while, so it's cool.
Him to be doing better and for him to face some kind of accountability for his alleged actions. Again, to bring it back to Tyler, the creator, there was a point in time where I didn't really like his antics. I didn't really like his music. And while surely to this day, he's like far from a perfect person, I don't think he would profess to be as such. He has matured a lot personally and artistically and doesn't really conduct himself in the same way that he did back in 2012, 13, 14. And personally, I would like to reach that same place with Playboi Carti too. But stories like this coming up again and again and continuing to see deafening silence on the Brandy stuff in addition to that, that doesn't make me feel like we're going in that direction. Even with people like Kendrick now in his circle, who, if some of you guys remember, I was told that Kendrick connecting with him, surely that was going to create a situation where, you know, he could be talked to or reasoned with or mentored. Yeah, again, considering that happened.
Bro, when your whole life is spent with people like nurturing that ego, bro, you're never gonna mature out of it unless you get actually affected by it. And he's never been affected by it, so he's never gonna mature. Why would you mature if nothing forces you to?
A while back, and now this story is coming out from the start of this month. I don't know if the Kendrick Lamar mentorship is going well. This is just so fucking embarrassing for everyone involved. And I don't know why, because we enjoy the music that certain people make, we have to like turn a blind eye to the things that they do. Personally, there are tons of favorite records that I have, classic records that I know and love, where the artists involved have done terrible things long ago, maybe even before I was born. But just because that's the case doesn't mean I can't acknowledge those wrongdoings or expect or hope for or push for better if that artist is still alive, engaging in that behavior and active today. And it just sort of seems like right now with Carti, there's little to no expectations, which is sad and unfortunate, not only because of what that says societally, but continuing to benefit despite behaviors and actions like these is obviously going to send the message that, like, you know, there's not really any issue or problem with doing stuff like this. So yes, an absolutely terrible...
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree with what Fantano had to say. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to sub, like, and comment if you feel like it. And peace.